Hello, 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 and welcome back to my channel, Burn the Witch Tarot. I hope you guys are having a blessed day, like always. Today, I am definitely having a very blessed day. I had 3 purchase readings from my shop. I'm going to do 3 separate videos this time. The first reading I'm going to do is quite long, so I want to make sure that they have their time in the sun, and everybody else does too. I'm probably going to start separating them now, just because I'm seeing how long it's taking me to not edit, but more so the uploading and rendering and all that video talk. But yeah, I'm definitely very happy. My shop is listed down in the description box below. There are 7 different readings to choose from as of this point, 1 including a bundle, and that is what I'm going to be doing for this Virgo today. I'm a little nervous. So let me show the cards like I have been doing. They're all here. And my Virgo is male. I don't know if I mentioned that. But we're doing all 3 separate readings for him. It's in annual tarot, which is all 12 months. We're going to do that one in the middle. I don't know why I mentioned that one first, but we're going to do the True Love Tarot and answering 3 separate questions. Now, I don't know what his questions are. I don't want to know what they are. I'm just advising and giving answers based upon the cards. I hope that you can either take them with a grain, the answers from the cards with a grain of salt, or you can go with that. That's what readings are for. They are more to advise you and help you see something that you might not be able to see on your own. Reading my own tarot cards, personally, I am very biased. I go to somebody myself, and no, I do not go to my mom. Because all my mom wants to, all moms want us to be successful and tell us things that are super sweet. They don't always want to tell us the bad things. Sometimes I need to hear the bad stuff. I have been so happy. Just, I can't say it enough. Like, I'm very, very appreciative of everybody that is purchasing from me. It helps support my channel. It helps pay bills and put food on the table. Like, this has been, I feel so at peace. I mean, it's not hundreds of thousands of dollars, but it definitely helps. And I'm trying not to get emotional while I'm doing this reading. And I've been meditating on this little Virgo for about an hour now, trying to see, what are we asking you today? What do we really want to know? What are we looking for? Virgos tend to be very straightforward, honest, wise, trustworthy. They're not the most charismatic. They can be, but they have a very strong character, and that's something to always love about them. They go hand in hand because they're earth signs, but they go very, very well usually with fire signs, just because they have some of the same similar traits. They're very they're the more, I'm gonna call them the more subdued version, and I don't mean that to mean they're like much softer. They don't have to be, but they can be. And that's what makes them a little different, but they tend to work out well with other fire signs. They're much more shy than fire signs. They tend to worry a lot. So I think that's what this is for. Just my gut feeling. Okay. And I'm going to do this reading kind of the same way that I've done others. But I'm just not going to pull a personality card today. I really don't feel like it needs it. It doesn't really warrant it. But I'm going to split the deck in two the way I did the last time too for a true love reading. Okay. Oh, these are at the bottom of the deck. That'll be fine. That card wanted to jump right out. I didn't see it though, so it's at the bottom. It happens. If this reading is a little mixed up, I'll go ahead and actually reshuffle. Feel ready. Okay. Oh, I'm doing this a little bit different than I had thought. All right, so his first card, which is where he is now, is the Knight of Wands. I'm going to assume her. First card is the King of Cups. His second card is their future, their relationship, how it should go, how it's looking, is the, oh, I almost dropped it, the Eight of Cups. And hers is the Two of Cups. So I'm going to stop right here. I'm going to do my photo shoot thing with the cards, and then I will come back with a better way to go ahead and say what's going on here. All right, give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. I'm back. I have good news and bad news. I believe that this person does currently exist, and not just by knowing, but by how these cards are laid out and present. What I am noticing is that, and what I am feeling is that presently, both of you have your issues. And that's probably what this reading is about. And hey, I did drop some cards. If this is wrong, I would be glad to redo this for you. But I'm going to go off of what I have here because I really do feel that there is a lot of energy and there is actually a lot of power in this. I believe that the relationship currently seems very, for you, is very impulsive, and there there's a little bit of flightiness to you in this. So yes, I believe that there's a wanting to stay, because it's a very energetic and attractive, and it's something you've wanted, but I'm seeing that you're maybe starting to have some regrets on that, in this future card. Hang in there with me. What I'm seeing here is this person, at least to you, comes off with many ideas, many attractive and considerate and accepting, and how do I say it? This person is coming off as very appealing in many ways, as the King of Cups does. Cups, as I've said before, have a lot to do with wealth. This person might already have their own money and be great. They don't need your money. They come off as being very responsible, very liberal with who they are, and they seem to be very forthcoming. And the reverse side of this card is that the undertone of this card is that, and that it's not reversed, but forewarning. The undertone of this card is this is somebody that is violent under their calm exterior. So just be very wary of that. I usually don't like to do love tarot and have something like this, but that's what I'm seeing here in your present day. Futuristically, and moving forward into the relationship from here, unfortunately, this card, the Eight of Cups, is an abandonment card, a misery without cause card. Again, Cups is material success. I think what this card is telling you is that I think you are having your doubts. That's why I'm telling you the way that I'm telling you. This card very much signifies that you're starting these doubts now, and you're going to continue having your doubts. So please, 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 please take a moment, do a pros and cons, and see what you want to do with that. That's your choice. That is something that you are able to do, and you need to do that for you before you get stuck in something that you're not happy with and you're just gonna bounce anyway. This person in the future, yes, again, I'm gonna lay it on you. What I'm seeing from this person is basically what I said: violence underneath the calm exterior. This person is very much a put on. Maybe I'm just being paranoid. They do put off a lot of harmony, cooperation, love, understanding. This person is just word for word very perfect, picture perfect, until it gets down to the nitty gritty. And in this card, in the reverse, although it's not, it's just, heed my warning here, this person is very lustful. So this person, what they can do is to manipulate the situation. What I'm seeing here is that they probably use I'm gonna say they probably use sex and their beauty and their own wealth, because they're a very wealthy person on their own. I think they use that over you. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here. I hope that that makes sense. I did drop a card. You know, I put it back in. I was like, that's at the bottom. It shouldn't matter. But if I have to redo this reading, I'm more than happy to take back what I'm saying and redo this another day. So I will be including that in the email. That's rough. Let me go ahead and shuffle this deck and stop the camera, and I'm going to go ahead and reshuffle this. Get into the headspace. Now this is an annual pull. This is a 12 card pull. I'm going to try to fit it all here this time. Last time, because I was using a pillow that was sliding everywhere, so I was having a little difficulty. I'm surprised I haven't been pulling any reverse cards lately. Everything's been upright. I've seen and felt some things that I want to give off as warnings. That's my job. And what a day, man. What a day. We're going to see how this Virgo's year is going. I'm not going to place the deck down this time, just because I want to conserve space. And if anything, I'll put the deck over here. All right. Looks good. 10 of Cups. I'm going to say that this is January so far, because we're still in January, so I'm thinking this is January. Well, we'll see. Sometimes I can see festivities and things like that, so hang in there. Okay. We have 4 of Wands. I call them staves, I call them wands. It's back and forth for me. 8 of Staves. Okay. We're looking good. Queen of Swords for April. But she's reversed. I'm trying to see how many I can fit here. I think we can fit 5, and then 2. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. Nine of Swords, reversed. Not necessarily a bad thing, not necessarily a good thing. Six of Swords. Two of Swords, reversed. Hold on. What am I doing? There we go. Y'all saw that. The Lovers. Interesting. All right, side up. Four of Swords. Reversed. Two more. Knight of Swords. Seven of Swords. I'm going to go ahead and put the deck right here. I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys each one of these really quickly. So, 10 of Cups for January, looking really good. Four of Wands for February. 8 of Wands for March. Reverse, Queen of Swords for April. Queen of Pentacles for May. I have to read it. We have 9 of Swords for June. For July, we have 6 of Swords. And this one for June is reversed. For June, we have June, July, August. For August, we have 2 of Swords reversed. For September, we have the Lovers. For October, we have the 4 of Swords reversed. For November, we have the Knight of Swords reversed. And for December, we have the 7 of Swords. So we have a lot of swords here. I'm going to go ahead and take a picture of this, do my photo shoot with this really quickly. And I will go ahead and give my full assessment on this. I don't think the reading that I had said earlier is wrong at all. Hang in there. I'll be right back. This is my least favorite reading to date online. Wow. I was kind of skeptical when I did the Love Tarot. You know, I was like, I dropped that card, maybe, you know, and then I remixed the cards. I got it together. I started pulling the cards, and I'm trying to remain non-biased here completely. I don't see anything that has to do with your job. I don't think you have anything to worry about with that. That's what I will start off with saying in this next year. I am seeing a lot of issues happening, though. January, perfect month. This is a happy family card. This is a card that usually really does mean that you're around great friends, you're partying, you're having a good time, things are okay. Again, February looks great. It's seemingly that everything is going according to plan. That's February. That's what February looks like. The energy that I get after after February starts to decline. And I don't want you to take my reading that I'm giving you, that I'm presenting you, and manifest something bad to come. So I'm going to tell you, take this with a grain of salt, but look for the signs that I'm giving you, if any of this makes sense. Things in March seem to be moving, but moving with some delays. Gonna have some issues. If you plan on taking a trip in the month of March, be very wary. Plan to be there earlier, leave later, have some space in your flights, your travel time. Give yourself plenty of room to, oops, we took a wrong turn. That's what I will say about March. But this is where I think the problems start, in March. Because the next is the upside down Queen of Swords. Meaning, this card, right off the bat, how this card is described in numerous books, and that's why when I put this card down, I went, crap. No. That first reading has to be somewhat accurate. And I was even thinking, that can't be it. This describes a deceitful woman. They are irresponsible, unreliable. They have a great exterior, but deep within it, they are not who they say they are. I think March will be where that shows. And it gets worse in April. Kind of funny that it's April Fools. That's bad. I am not liking doing this reading. I don't want to do it, but I have to tell you. I have to forewarn you. It is my job. The Queen of Pentacles says to me that in May, this person will try to change your mind with affection. You're going to be feeling very doted on by her money. There's a lot of wealth that gets spread to you, that in various ways. Wealth can mean very different things. This can be sexual, this can be emotional, this can be actually financial. It can be spread to you in different ways to try to persuade you to continue on. That's May. June. I don't want to do this reading. This card is upside down, meaning that usually this is a card of anguish, suffering. You can see that clearly in the card. I don't have to pretend that you can't see that. Upside down, that means it's the reverse. This means that the patience in you will cure the loss of this person. I think you will make a decision at this point. If I'm accurate, please make the correct decision and walk away. That is what this is telling you. If you're in doubts in May, walk away in June. I think there are better things coming for you here. I think there's a better person for you here. And this card, like I said, means when it's upside down or reversed, it means that there will be no more suffering. July. We're only in July, man. My little Virgo, I'm so sorry. This is right side up. I can show you the card. You can tell by the card what it's going to say. This means after all the stress that you've put yourself through and put yourself under, that you will be able to, through all the anxiety, through all the depression and everything, you will start to move away from the trouble. You will start to become stronger and believe more in your decisions here. And it'll help you move through to the next month. August is when you will finally feel like you are released from captivity. This is captivity. This is the releasing of it. I have to show you the cards in this because I want you to see the picture. This is not something I'm making up. This is how these cards read. I hate doing readings that are seemingly bad or foreboding like this without being able to actually touch you, feel you, have you touch these cards, have you respond to this. But this is the best way I can do this right now. And that this means that you're finally going to feel free. You're going to feel like you're able to let go, which gives you the Lovers. This card not only stands for love, but it stands for making good choices. It can be the new beginning of love. It can be the blossoming and growth of something very good. And just to throw this out there, if any of this does have to do with a job, which I don't really feel like it does, I don't get that energy. But if that is something in that realm, this card means that you need to move into something new for yourself and start a new beginning and start something that you love, a new passion. I'm just throwing it out there. I don't feel that that's what's in this card, but I'm going to put it out there so that maybe we together we can manifest something a little bit different for you. Because this looks pretty tragic, you know. This looks pretty spot on. This is not working out well. This is a time of choice to grow yourself past what you've been through. Maybe this is to fall back in love with yourself. I'm seeing that you're, of course, anybody that goes through a loss, eventually they break down. I'm seeing that in October, with some seclusion, with a moving forward. This card, I always call it the precaution card. I always tell everybody, just if you're going to move forward, be very cautious. Just be careful, especially if this is a new relationship, a new job, anything. You're a little bit flighty, sir. And don't jump into something that you're going to regret again. Don't try to make the same mistakes over and over and over again. Life is not perfect. We're gonna make mistakes. I know it, you know it. We're both old enough to know it, but that's what that really does mean. Um, this ends on actually a good note despite these cards being reversed. So through all this, good, good. Oh, okay. Great and great. Um, even though this card is reversed, the Knight of Swords, either way you put it, this is the law enforcement card. I talked about this the other day when I did another reading. This is the law enforcement card. If you are somebody that is, your occupation has anything to do with law enforcement, you will undoubtedly draw this card. Or if you should be in law enforcement, I will always see this in your deck somewhere. It comes up. The fact that it's not right side up is a very good thing. This is a card of violence and destruction. Reversed, it's a very heroic card. And it's a card moving forward from the misfortune. So I think you'll start to really let go here in November and see that you're better than that. At least you're being warned. Please keep it. Don't let this make you a skeptic of either way. Just look for the signs. Look for things that might be off. And if that starts to really bother you, cut your losses here. And this card, upside down, is an advice card. And basically what it means in all of this is that in December you will be seeking advice from either a friend, coworker, whatever, and you'll be putting that to better use. I'm not sure who's going to give you this advice. It could be me. It could be could be anybody. I think you will come to terms with some things here, and you'll start taking your own. That's really what that looks like. And I think that you will find some peace towards the end of the year. The beginning of the year, like I said, is going to start off great. I see this change, though. This card here has me a little bit worried. And in the fact that I think that perhaps there will be some sort of second chance. It's usually a new beginning, so please try this with a new person. I know how it feels to be lonely. I know it sucks. But you, and this goes for anybody out there, anybody at all, we all deserve the best that we can get. And we all deserve not to settle. We all deserve to feel loved the way we need to feel loved. So please think about that. I wish these cards were more about business. I wish I could tell you, oh, your business is going to fail, but it's going to pick back up at the end. That would make me feel much better about this. I do not like telling somebody that their relationships are not doing well. It's not my preference, but in this case, I really see that that's not going well. I'm going to go ahead and reshuffle your deck and do the questions. There's 3 questions. Again, I don't know the questions themselves. I'm just going to give you straight up yes or no answers and see if they make sense. Wow, that was good. It got deep. These readings do, when they're like this, they kind of do take a lot out of me personally. I don't like telling people bad news. I don't like telling people to be worried, but if I have to, I will. And this was one of those moments I really feel like it needed to be said. And again, take sometimes this with a grain of salt, but keep your eyes open. I really was skeptical of that first reading, and then I'm definitely not so skeptical, because I mix these cards back up like I usually do. That's good. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and answer the first question. 3 of Cups, definitely a yes. And I'll explain. 10 of Wands, definitely a no. And I'll explain. Ooh, you're back. 4 of Swords, definitely no. And I'll go ahead and explain here in a minute. Let me adjust my foot because it's falling asleep. Okay, now that my leg is settled. The first card I said 3 of Cups. That it's right side up, meaning that is genuinely just a yes. If you are worried about financials, which is and materialistic things, you should be okay. I'm not sure if that has anything to do with it. If it is just a general yes and no question, you're good. This is definitely a no. This is the 10 of Wands. Right side up, it usually means that there's an excess of being overworked and things like that. Upside down means that's less work. You have a lot of strength. You can handle it. So you will be able to handle whatever this is on your own. No, I would not worry about whatever this one is. And we just went over this one. Being upside down, this usually means this is a precautionary card, and it does say no. So don't worry about whatever this is. No, just be cautious. Don't become recluse. And just, I would say overall in general, these cards are decent for what they are. I mean, they don't mean anything bad or good. Individually, they're not saying to me anything special that you should be worried about. There's nothing foreboding. There's nothing overly positive. Your money, finances, your job should be fine. You should be strong enough to handle things on your own. Just be very, very cautious. And moving forward, just try not to put yourself in a box. Try to not be a recluse. And yeah, I think that does it for your reading. I am so sorry that your reading ended up a little bit miserable. If this reading is totally off, please, please, please let me know. Send me a message. I will gladly re-pull this reading for you. This is kind of intense, and I hope that it's at least something to put your mind in a different perspective. Maybe right now you're a little too happy, a little too gung-ho, maybe a little too like, yeah, let's do this, it's awesome, everything's good, and maybe you're a little bit too blind right now, and maybe that's what this reading was for, to kind of show you that there's a possibility that this person is not as perfect as they come across. I mean, otherwise it seems fine. I mean, you can get through it. I know you can. I know you're strong enough to get through whatever this is. But I really do appreciate reading you today. I will go ahead and write all this out for you and send it to you. Again, if I'm off, just message me. I'm really hoping that I'm off by a lot. Thank you so much for purchasing from me today. Anybody else that is interested in purchasing from me, again, my link is down in the description box below. Please follow me on my social media, subscribe, like the video, hate the video, comment. For you, I really do want good things for you. That would never be something that I would intentionally put on you. And I just hope it opens your eyes and you're not too blind to see that there are possibly potential problems with this person. And thank you guys so much. I appreciate y'all's time. You guys have a wonderful day. Blessed be, so mote it be. Bye, everyone. I'll see you again in the next video that I'm about to record.